All right, let's create a command that will generate our action classes, just like we did for the data. So here we just say PHP artisan make command, and we'll call it generate action. And in our app console commands, we should have generate action. The process for creating this is going to be exactly the same as creating our data, except that we're using a different stop this time. So let's just create an action.stop here, and we can copy over a blueprint of what we have in the action class that we just created. So if we go back to our actions register, we can just copy this and modify it, right? Because it's a blueprint of exactly what we have here. So here we want to replace the namespace with the replacement variable called namespace. Here we are not importing any data or models in the action class. In fact, we are not importing anything here because it will change based on the action that you're performing. But we want the class name to also be replaced here. We don't need anything in the body of the function, the static function here. And we can remove the data that we're passing through. And that is all we need to create our stop for the action. Now let's dive over to the action class itself, or to the command itself, and fill it in. So action, we need to change the signature to name, and we'll call it make action. On that description, we can just say create a new action class. We don't need a command for this, or we don't need to override the handle function, but we do need to override the get stop function. So get stop, and of course let's not forget to extend the generator command here instead of the regular command. And in the get stop function, we just want to return, just like we did for the data class, we just need to say stops action.stop, and we can also provide the default namespace, get default namespace. We just return the root namespace appended to the actions. And that's all we need to do for to create our generator here for the action class. Which means if we came back to the console, we should be able to just do a PHP artisan make action, and I'll just call it test action, and that should have successfully created a new action file in the test subfolder with our variables replaced. So going forward, when we need an action, we just write this command and generate an action class without having to manually create a file to populate it.